Hello, and we're again on the T32. This time though, it's a team battle. I actually do quite a few team battles on the T32 because despite the fact that the armour isn't great and the gun especially, it's a little bit on the weak side, the very strong turret can actually work very well because a lot of team battles are fought at close range, and having a strong turret actually does allow the team to have somebody kind of a little bit more forward, either protecting the base or attacking. In this case, we're actually protecting the base, so it's important that we kind of fend them off. And I'm taking a position here where I'm trying to expose as little as possible of my hull. In fact, as you can see there, I'm kind of behind those bushes there, but I'm probably sticking out a little bit too much. It's not really the best position. Still,
you cannot hide.
I also want to deal a bit of damage just to let the enemy know that I'm here and I can hurt. So just easing out a little bit. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hit the turret of the IS-3. I was actually hoping to get the engine right there, but I think it was probably a little bit too far for the T32 gun, which as you can see is not very accurate at all. In fact, I hate it when shells drop to the ground like in this case. It seems to happen very often on the T32 especially. Anyway, the clock is ticking away. We're still fairly even, no kills. Alright, okay, we just lost an ally, but the HP pool is in our favour, and if only I could land another shot on that Cromwell B, it would be great, because we will get rid of at least one of the enemy scouts. But did you see that? 2 consecutive hits on my turret. I don't actually know who fired them, but both of them did not penetrate, didn't do anything at all whatsoever. My HP is still exactly the same as the beginning. Oh, it's a great shot. Come on. Oh, finally a bit of damage where it hurts. The unfortunate thing is that our T37, our scout, is not moving forward enough to provide us with targets. So we're kind of waiting for the enemy to make a move, and that's not really ideal. It really should be us kind of keeping them at a distance rather than allowing them to move forward. They don't really make a move forward as well, so that's alright, but I am not entirely satisfied with the way things go. And now I've got a chance of killing the Cromwell. Can you believe that? He just stopped one fraction of a second before I pulled the trigger. So of course I missed it, but somebody else destroyed it. So let me see if I can... Oh, I don't believe this. I don't believe this. That was it was exactly the same shot as before. I penetrated it before. This time I can't. Oh, that's better. Okay, so that sent him packing a bit, but we are still a bit too even. We really should be giving the final blow now. We are leading in terms of HP, so really we should be starting to deliver a few more kills. Look at that. The SU-152 is only left with 51 HP, and yet they still managed to stay within that range, and I don't dare move forward because I've got that IS-3 to my right. Finally the T-37 makes a bit of a daring move, and he gets killed. He gets rid of the SU-152. Unfortunately though, the IS-3 also gets rid of him, so we're back to where we were, 4-4. We still have roughly double the HP of the enemy, and then here, this should be a kill. I'm aiming at the shoulder, and look at that. I absolutely hate wargaming for this. When you fire at a tank and the shell just dips at the very last moment once again and lands into the ground. Twice in a row now. I mean, it's so frustrating. You know, it's supposed to go more or less where you're aiming, and instead, more often than not, your shell will land at the very bottom of your aiming circle, as if you know, gravity and all the ballistic information about shooting are not taken into account when you're actually aiming your gun. They should be. That's what they say on the website. They say that the ballistics of your gun are taken into consideration by the system. I don't believe so. Anyway, Okay, we're still 4-4, and our advantage in terms of HP has been eroded a bit. So I decide to go and try and deliver a kill, because we've got 2 IS-3 with just 50 HP, and once again I miss, and I feel I really should kill that IS-3 because we've got to maintain an advantage. And instead what happens? We don't penetrate their armor and we lose one more ally, and the situation now is pretty bad because all of a sudden it's just me against 3 heavy tanks. Yes, I know 2 of them have only got 50 HP, but there's still 3 heavy tanks, and the only thing I can do now, taking into account the fact that there's only 53 seconds left to the end of the game, is to try and survive. I mean, trying to kill them both, it's impossible. I've got too slow a reload time to cope with 3 enemy tanks at the same time, so the best thing I can do is to try and survive, because even the 3 of them, they just do not have enough time to reach our base and cap successfully. So what I do is to try and take a position that is as covered as possible, so that I'm again hold down, so even if they do hit me I don't die, because this is the main thing. I mustn't die. I've got to survive in order to win, because we are defending. And I finally find a place where I think I'm relatively protected, so they can only come from my right, and here they are. Only just a few seconds to go, just a few seconds to go, and that was good. That was good, because not only I managed to survive, I also managed to at least destroy a tank. So even though is what some people might deem as a lame victory, for me that was very good, because for me, as you know, it's important to survive and win, but also because I got a nice medal. And it's not a medal that you get often, and I was quite pleased when I got it, and so it's been overall a very good battle. Thank you for watching.